what happens when Bill O'Reilly has a quasi debate with a Fox contributor that is fairly reasonable. Kristen Powers, who is a constant guest on O'Reilly's show, basically pushes back against him in his opinion of the Black Lives Matter movement and President Obama. O'Reilly in the past would be screaming blue murder, but after his problems with his divorce and a couple of other issues, I think Fox basically told him that he, excuse me, he can't scream and jump up and down and wave his hands like he used to. All right, here's the segment that he did with Kristen Powers.
In that segment tonight, two hot topics. Fox News correspondent assaulted by Black Lives Matter protesters and the general racial divide in America. Joining us now from Washington, Kristen Powers. So what do you think of Mr. Trump's view on the race divide?
Well, I don't agree with him on the idea that President Obama is divisive and somehow contributing to the racial divide. I think the racial divide is something that exists completely independent of President Obama, and I don't think that his rhetoric is in any way causing the division that we're seeing.
What do you think, though, when the president associates, that's the best word, with the likes of Al Sharpton, who is absolutely divisive, and who has not condemned the excesses of Black Lives Matter, in the sense that if you look at the leadership of that organization, I don't know whether you've studied it or not, I hope you have, but if you haven't, you should. Their primary theme is that America is run by quote-unquote black supremacists, and that white supremacists, I'm sorry, that America is run by white supremacists, and that inherently the system is rigged and it has to be broken down and completely changed. That's the philosophy of the crew. Not we want to have a conversation to make things better. So if the president is associating with a guy like Sharpton, cozies up a little bit to Black Lives Matter, I think that's divisive, is it not?
What's his association with Sharpton?
Sharpton's been at the White House maybe 50 times.
Okay, I mean,
he's all over.
But in the context probably of a lot of different leaders, and whatever you think of Al Sharpton,
not as many as him.
Many critical things to say about him, but he is a leader in the black community, and I think the president has every reason to be communicating with him. I don't think that means he affirms
everything. It's a different situation, though. He's the divider. I'm not saying he's not a leader in the black community.
Okay, he may be a divider, but that doesn't mean the president can't talk to him.
Don't like him.
That's fine,
and to legitimize him by so many appearances in the White House is a divisive action.
I don't agree. I don't agree. I think you can meet with people who you disagree on, and I suspect the president probably disagrees with some of his tactics. In terms of the Black Lives Matter movement, I don't think the president's cozied up that much to them. In fact, I think he was a little late to the game, as was Hillary Clinton on this issue. So, you know, as for their claims of white supremacy, you're right. This is something they say even on campuses about Harvard University being a white supremacist institution. And I think that, but I don't agree that they're not looking for solutions. I think they may have a different perspective on the problem, but I think they are looking for solutions.
Okay, see, now she's reasonable, okay? She's reasonable, and Bill, you can take a look at the look on Bill's face. He's ticked off that he's not really able to get in there and start screaming blue murder like he does against other people.
That you believe they may be looking for solutions. Let's see what happened to a Fox News correspondent when he covered a Black Lives Matter rally. Go.
Sir, can I ask you, why are you cursing at police?
Man, the police and you too, man.
Shut the up! The press is just as bad as the police.
I asked you why you are cursing at police and why you're here. Tell me why you're here.
You here? Why
Yeah,
not?
you, man.
You
Come on, man.
Get the out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get
You okay, sir?
up here! Get up here!
All right, see, now, they knew exactly what they were going to get. But if you notice, those reactions were from younger people. And the reactions, and they showed what they want to call 3 different clips. But if you look at them, it was the same people in the same clip with one additional person added in the final clip. And they want to represent those young people as the Black Lives Matter movement. And that is not true. As a matter of fact, you don't even know if they are part of the Black Lives Matter movement. You just asked a question, and now Bill is going to make a guilt by, it can't even be guilt by association because you don't know who they were associated with.
Yeah, they certainly look like they're looking for solutions here.
Yeah, well, I would say those people aren't really representative
Oh, no,
of most
the one
Black
with the
Lives Matter
bullhorn isn't
people.
representative?
So
No?
I don't think that is what most Black Lives Matters movements look like.
I'm never going to get through on this.
And
Okay. No,
there
it's all
have
right.
been
It's all right.
plenty.
Let's stop.
Matter of fact,
Let's stop.
The mass majority of them are peaceful.
All right, sure.
Right, and she's absolutely right. And Bill didn't want to hear it. That's why he said, yeah, sure. Bill O'Reilly has got a hard-on for the Black Lives Matter movement. He's a racist son of a bitch, and that's basically all that needs to be said about him.